Hopefully this works. Or it gets back to working. Or not. Come on, pick it up.
I'm seeing it. It looks
Okay.
nice and smooth now.
Okay, it does.
Yep. Not the highest resolution, but yeah, it's smooth.
Yeah. I just downscaled the resolution a little bit because I think that's what was causing the problem, because it wasn't downscaling at all. That it was detecting that it was downscaling, or and in fact just going, hey, it's the same resolution, so that's probably might have been also what was causing problems. Okay, I'm good with that. So yeah, resend the invite if you will, because I'm going to... actually, I'll tab really quick and let people know in a Telegram chat that yes, in fact, I'm still streaming, and it just, you know, needed a few tweaks. Actually, I don't need to alt tab because that's on my phone. Dirt. I'm full of smart ideas tonight. Let's link that to a few other people if I can figure out how to do that from the phone. Link. Please link. Damn it all. Technical issues. Da, 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 da. Technical issues. Technical issues in my stream.
I just realized I never bothered to level up some surprisingly common weapons.
Yeah, I've had the same problem where I went back and was like, oh, this isn't leveled, and this isn't leveled, and all this isn't leveled either. Like, great. That's fantastic. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so let us do some Kufa runs, I guess. Actually, tell the truth, that's probably going to make the Doom streams run a tad better, because, you know, it's not going to eat up as much CPU, and it's not going to look nearly as great, but it'll be passable. So let me just start the Kuva run. I just realized they can also be Nightmare Kuva runs as well.
Oh, that sounds far too exciting for its own good.
Yeah. That is really bright now, holy crap. Oof, I'm going to go back, like, out of that screen.
Yeah, I'm just quick selling some stuff that I don't want at all anymore.
Yeah. For those who don't know, the Nightmare missions are pretty much the standard missions, but a lot harder usually, with some weird augment thing to them, as well as just tougher enemies in general. Some of it ranges from stuff like, oh, enemies do extra damage and low gravity, to, oh yeah, when you kill enemies they explode, and also you need to kill enemies to keep your health up. I just realized I'm making people probably sick on the stream because I keep rolling in my orbiter. Whoops. Hmm. Hopefully this holds up while actually playing.
Yeah, we'll see, especially with all the particle effects I can generate.
Yep. There's not even, like, too much of a visual difference. That's the funny part. Like, yeah, the lack of shadows is kind of noticeable, but really, again, you move so fast that doesn't matter.
Scans show Grenier are harvesting Kuva nearby. Set off the alarms to draw them out, then steal their Kuva catalysts. Predictable.
Oh, hey,
As
thanks.
expected, Grenier have shut down the environmental systems, sending modified
Oh,
life
I already
support
have all
capsules.
those. Oops.
Use these to sustain your environment or attach Kuva catalysts to
Hello.
begin harvesting.
Oh. Oh yeah, no, that's a lot better now.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
So yep, mystery solved. That's why I was like.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuva.
Oh, bit of a lag, but that was on my end. So
Harvesting Kuva provide minimal life support.
also, funnily enough, we're playing with one of the more broken Warframes at the moment. That's in the game, being a Limbo. And the Limbo has the amazing ability to literally throw an entire section of, well, everything into the void world where it can't be touched, pretty much. We're playing with a really well optimized one too. That's a tiny circle that's lasting forever.
Incoming.
The other nice thing, I actually have this set up properly so it'll save broadcasts, which is a setting that I completely missed when I was first going through here.
Additional life support has arrived.
Come on. Up. Give me up. Nope.
This capsule will now harvest.
Da, da, da. Just trash absolutely everything. Ow. The zap effect actually did something, wow.
I will consider what I've learned from the skirmish.
Life support on the way.
I love it when those jesters jump on you and you just jump out of your Warframe so you can blast them off of yourself.
Oh yeah, that's actually really fun. Otherwise it's like, get it off.
Life support capsule.
Shoo, get away. Yeah, Warframe overall is a very pretty game.
Commencing Kuva harvest.
Hello.
So, Rocker, do you intend to let them get within a country mile of us?
Probably not. No word was it. Why chroma? Why chroma? Because of damage.
Chroma's OP.
Get capsule.
person is on a map.
Another life support capsule is now available. So we'll now harvest Kuva.
Attack us, and we'll counter.
Extraction is available if you need it. The operative has just made their first discovery.
I gotta
Keep
go
up the
pick
good work.
this person up. Yep.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Oh, they're down again.
Additional life support has.
Yay, red crits. Hey, Lemon Lime Doggo, what's up? Hopefully you were enjoying the Warframing.
Commencing Kuva.
Yeah, I had a bit of a problem not too long ago where everything was super choppy, so I had to fix a few things in order for it to not be terrible. Oh, hey, Chocolate. Yeah, Chocolate is someone who joins a lot of Scary and Kiwi streams and stuff. They're pretty cool. Ooh.
Life support on the way.
Oh, okay then. Where's this
You're
other
running
guy?
out of time.
Oh.
Consider extraction.
This is not running nearly as smooth as it could tonight.
Delivered another life support capsule. Mod successful.
Oh, hello.
Collecting Kuva.
I got a ton of the longest range spore build you can make, and I can't even keep them going, so.
Yeah, something's up with the enemy spawn. I don't know what it is. Just not getting as many of them. Oh, well, I'm seeing some guys under here now, finally. Well, he's... oh, hello. That guy's dead, finally. Yeah, I think we just got unlucky and just ended up with one of those map or tile sets that is just not spawning a lot of enemies.
Get ready for a capsule.
Yeah. Okay, get up through the hole. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Can't jump. Okay, fuck it, I'll take the stairs. More good down the stairs than up the stairs.
Another support capsule is now available. This capsule will now harvest Kuva.
Oh, oops. No. Oh, holy crap, it is spicy. Oh yeah, fire just ended. And, okay, that's good. Yeah, Chocolate, since you came in a bit late, we're playing Warframe, and then playing as a Warframe that basically takes more damage as a result, does more damage as well.
Prepare for life support.
So yeah, it's pretty broken. Oh, if I can... Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, only me. Oh, there we go.
Life support capsule is now available. Scuba harvest.
Poor guy down, he's still nice and stable.
Yeah. I don't know what that guy's problem was. Oh, it's not enough life support. It's like, dude, we're doing well. Like, why you gotta be like that? Everything's going fine.
Life support coming.
Yeah, it's pretty much only when you have ridiculous Necros builds so that it stays 100% all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Delivered another life support capsule.
Hello, guy carrying the thing, if I can actually get... There we go. Bye, guy carrying the thing.
Found a Kuba catalyst. Attach it to the life support capsule to begin harvesting Kuba.
Back to the stream chat. Oh, come on. Oh, fine, these first two. That was not a good one. Jump up to here. Let's mark it so we're getting this one red.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuba. Life support on the way.
Ooh.
Additional life support has arrived.
Also, I think with my birthday money, I might go and actually pick up Far Cry 5. It's one of their few good games in a while, like out of the box, where I'm like, huh, that's actually really decent.
Commencing harvest.
That, and I've been just hearing nothing and, well, seeing nothing but good things about it as well, so... It's hard not to take notice.
For the Tenno.
I don't think I'm going to pick up all the Season Pass stuff right now, but I think I'm at least going to pick up the base game. Though honestly, all their Season Pass stuff sounds highly entertaining and very Blood Dragon-esque, so it's like, I don't know, you're tempting me, Ubisoft, you're tempting me.
Life support incoming. Look what our Tenno operative just found.
Oh,
They
coming.
could not do this without.
It's supposed to be a different button.
Yeah.
Another life support.
A different
One
button.
problem, Saren. Suddenly you become squishy.
Yeah. The don't go down button.
Considering what it does to people, it's a pretty apt description.
Oh yeah.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuba.
Oh, I can switch to my other weapon now. I'm leveling up my Sicarus.
Yeah. I'm just rolling with the same melee weapon to level the Chroma the fastest, and well, honestly, a melee Chroma with this kind of weapon is broken as hell. Because unlike some weapons that get less powerful as they have to deal with more enemies, this one does the opposite.
Get ready for a capsule.
In other games, it would be like, ah, it's broken, you gotta nerf it. It's like, no, Warframe, it's like, well, that's broken. We're gonna make this broken too so we can compete. And it's a co-op
Gotta run
game, so...
mountains, man.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if they're still going through with that Shadowrun TV show I heard them working on.
I'm not even sure how you pitch that to people.
I mean, I think these days you can basically pitch cyberpunk, dark, like, dystopia future with, like, awesome, like, you know, characters, and they'll kind of pick it up, and they'll be like, oh yeah, it's like, we'll look into this, we'll maybe fund it. But, like, as Shadowrun's a bit deeper than that, I'm not really sure how you pitch it either.
This capsule will now harvest.
Tell the
Yeah,
truth,
'cause-
though.
The whole corporate dystopia thing there is just a base layer if you play it well.
Yeah. If I was to run a Shadowrun TV show, I think I'd run it as kind of an anthology type of thing. Yeah. Where it's like every week is kind of something different, or maybe make it so that it's kind of an anthology, but it all ties together to the end, like, you know, game, where it's all just really the lead up to a bigger run. I'm not sure how people would receive it, but, you know, you never know. I feel like it has a big enough player, or fan base these days where something like that would sell. That and other shows that have much weirder content, like Black Mirror, does sell as well, so...
Additional life support has arrived.
So we'll now harvest Kuba.
Now, losing that guy seems to have been a good thing. We're running a lot higher in our overall life support now.
Yeah, that's kind of funny, actually. Sometimes losing the fourth guy causes everything to come together. Almost took this.
Life support on the way.
Also, just realized that I probably forgot to tweet out that the stream was fixed and everything, but yeah. I'll probably do that between this run and the next one.
That's fine. I'm gonna put something in the oven in between.
Yeah.
Warframe is strong.
Oh, come on. Standing in fire. Do, 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 do.
Additional life support has arrived.
Remember, kids, if you hurt me, I'll just hurt you twice as hard. Well, actually, really, it's 5 times as hard, or close to 6 times.
6. Sometimes 7. It depends.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will
Six
be.
times as hard, and like easily 7 or 8 times the amount of armor that I normally have. Because, well, why not? Go and run to the next one, because it's usually where the guy spawns.
Yeah. I'm on my way back there. I just have to deal with this crazy building.
Yeah. Actually, the guy didn't spawn that only drops the thing, so he has to be somewhere around.
I got it.
Oh, okay, you got it? Gotcha.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Oh, that was a glitch.
Yeah, I was stuck in the wall temporarily
Oh,
as
wait
well.
a second. Let me open that and close it. Yeah, I think I know what happened. For some reason, I think the map is glitched out or something where it's not showing the enemies on the map.
Yeah.
Mission successful. Collecting Kuba.
Not too hard to find them, though, so...
Another life support capsule is now available.
Wait, there it is.
And we can run 2 at a time if we really want to.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll stay up here and cover this one if you want to stay down and cover it with the other
Well,
guy.
I got this. Let me get some extra spores going for you.
Yep. Yeah, this is actually the perfect area for me, because it's like right within melee range.
Commencing Kuba harvest.
There we go. Now the spread has started.
Yep. Normally I wouldn't be eating on stream, but things got a little bit messed up timing-wise tonight, so it's like,
What's the dish of the day?
a box of chicken fingers and I guess popcorn chicken, technically.
Get ready for
It's
a
one of
capsule.
the,
So, meat with a side of meat.
yeah, exactly. It's the only meal you need. It's like the food pyramid where instead of like, you know, all kinds of that vegetables and nonsense, instead you just have like meat that's in one shape and meat that's in another and a different type of meat. So you got like chicken, which is like the base because everyone eats chicken and everyone likes chicken. Then you got like ham, and then at the very top you have like steak and stuff. That's totally how food pyramid works.
Commencing Kuba harvest.
Jump.
Life support incoming.
Leave at 25 or stay till 30.
I'm fine with either. I don't go down unless I press the wrong button at stupid times.
Yeah, I'm good to stay till 30. Well, depending on how the life support works, that'll probably be the best way to gauge it.
I've ordered another life support capsule.
You know, something to think about. For guys that are effectively wearing a small tank's worth of armor, they really don't really know how to jump.
Relocation successful. Collecting Kuba.
Kuba Fortress, fun times.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Funny, swapping to this technically stronger weapon is actually making my spores less effective.
Oh, whoops.
It's not like it matters all that much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Support.
They're still doing the majority of the damage in the mission. It's just I can't rely on them to kill the heavy gunners before they reach me, that's all.
Yeah, which isn't a huge deal.
And what I am carrying is way more effective at bringing those guys down anyway, so.
Another life support capsule.
It's only
is
affected
now-
by ability to play lazy frame.
Yes. Lazy Frame, one of the Warframe endgames. Because you got Fashion Frame, Speedrun Frame, and Lazy Frame. Also in Tamagotchi Frame. Yeah. Yeah. But pretty much it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, oh. Wait, just leave them over there, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, that was just my mom coming in. Oh.
Life support on the way.
Power back in a second here.
Additional life support has arrived.
Fencing Kuba harvest.
I was gonna say to anyone watching, what makes the Kuba Fortress so dangerous is all the extra traps and turrets and shit, on top of the guys who do a lot of damage to you if you are not careful.
Oh, this is an awkward position to be stuck in. Okay, got out.
It's like, unstuck command, unstuck command.
Life support incoming.
I was stuck in the ceiling, so unstuck just would have moved me further in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, coming.
Yeah, having to cover every direction at once is making me less effective.
Yeah. Hopefully it moves it to a smaller corridor for the next one.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Yeah, it looks like it. There's only two corrections up there. Jump up. Ah, yes, the Xmas enemies. And that is... Oh, no, that's good.
This capsule will now pass Kuba.
There.
ready for a capsule. Look what our Tenno operative just... They could not do this
Get
without
back
you.
the other direction.
Well, we're at 30. We gotta go?
Yeah, let's leave. So I'll probably take a short, like, 2 to 3 minute break just to scarf this down, and then I'll tweet out to a few people, and then,
Additional life support has arrived.
get other stuff going. There we go.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Oh, that works out pretty nicely. I think now I can actually form the chroma again and just work on it some more. Okay, so I'm going to take a short break then, and the stream will be right back. Let me just pop that over and mute. Okay, we're back. Let me just start up Warframe again. Well, not really start it up, just go back to it. And put that on the main screen. Doot. Okay. So that should be good. I'm just gonna check the stream stats really quick. If I can get to that on my phone. Would be nice. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so let me link that it's back, or say, yeah, it's back. Okay. Well, I gotta form of this and fit more mods in. Let's see. Continuity, intensify. Actually, I have the other one in without doing anything right now. No, I don't think I can, actually. That's 14. It's 11. Yeah, that'd be 12. That'd be too much. Okay. Last one needed. And apply. Yes. And for now, I'll just throw in this so that I gain more energy. Okay. Ready to go. Okay, that is set. So let me get my stream chat back up here, as well as Steam status, or stream status, blah. Okay.
Operator, you have remembered well.
So I guess let's do another one really quick.
Works for me.
Regular. Although I am very curious how a
New
Nightmare
alert
one
marked on
would go,
navigation,
but just
10-0.
not tonight.
Poorly.
Yep. Probably very poorly. Oh god, that is bright. Oh Jesus. Ah. That is extremely bright. I'm not used to that. I'm used to my mood lighting. You know, probably if I try later on, like next week or something, and do a bit more Warframe, I'll probably like try changing that back and see if it was just the rescaling that was screwing me.
Set off the alarms to draw them out. Steal their coop.
Because I changed the rescale, and pretty much as soon as I did that, everything went fine. So. Yeah, okay. Oh.
Predictable. As expected, Grenier have shut down the environmental systems, sending modified life support capsules. Use these to sustain your environment or attach Kuba catalysts to begin harvesting. You have found a Kuba catalyst. Attach it to a life support capsule to begin harvesting Kuba. Modification successful. Collecting Kuba. Caution 10. Capsules harvesting Kuba provide minimal life support. Life's away.
Probably gotta head back to the pond so enemies come to us.
Additional life support has arrived.
Oh, hello, hallway full of enemies. Hi, hallway full of enemies.
Kuba harvest.
It's like being stuck in the hallway with a giant blender.
Transference still holding.
Oh yes, the potato child speaks. Da, da, da.
Life support incoming. Another life support capsule is now available.
This capsule will now harvest Kuba.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I thought I... No, wait, I saved it. Come on.
Well, I'm gonna let Zenny start defend me and quickly grab my stuff out of the oven.
Okay. That works pretty well. Power of Lazy Frame lives on. Sentry turret down.
Get ready for a capsule.
Delivered another life support capsule.
Defend by AFK friendly music player.
Commencing Kuba harvest.
When you need it, extraction is ready. Raid is off to a successful start.
Oh. Rocket launching asshole.
So, prepare for life support.
For the Tenno.
I return. The fact that I'm not dead's a miracle.
Yeah, I was covering a little bit, but yeah. For the most part, all of them are over here trying to do stuff.
Oh my, the Zenistar is OP with Saren.
Yeah. It's one of those weapons where like, there's a reason
Another
it's set
life
as like a,
support capsule
what is
is
it,
now
like
available.
200 or 300 day login?
Modification successful.
Something like that.
Collecting Kuba.
Yeah, well, the way I've got it pushed right now, if it procs gas, it's just over.
Yeah, pretty much. If it procs gas, you're having a bad day.
Well, the enemy is.
Yeah, exactly.
When I do it, it's kicking my base damage up for these spores to about 4k per tick.
I actually should have left the turret just
Since
shooting me.
all it has is gas. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Life support on the way. Additional life support has arrived.
Grab the canister and
capsule
put it in the
harvest
hole. So far there's not too many people in chat right now, at least who's talking. I'm gonna check Telegram extremely fast. Because, yeah. Oh boy, here I go killing
Life
again.
support. Delivered their life support capsule.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuba.
Yeah, this run's going pretty well. How much coop are we got so far? That's a fair amount.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be. Lights incoming.
Oh, there were way more around than I thought.
Yeah. Well, hiding in the stairwell or something. Yeah, you know we're doing pretty well just because of the fact that everything is,
I've delivered another
we're
life support
actually
capsule.
waiting for the life support capsule instead of having to get it there
Harvest.
while it's up. Hey, Vulcanite, yeah. That's Warframe. It is free, so I highly encourage anyone who thinks the game looks cool to go try it. At least, like, give it an honest chance. It is probably, at least in my opinion, one of the best free-to-play games currently out there, and honestly, one of the best games in general out there. Like, it's definitely within my, like, personal top 5 for games I've enjoyed. Mainly because they keep adding a ton of content onto it with every update.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Oop.
This capsule will now harvest the blood.
When is the Ice Dragon Warframe? Well, the Dragon Warframe in general, actually. It could be a bunch of different dragons.
Get ready for a capsule.
Level up.
Additional life support has arrived.
Watching. Oh, 6, that's neat.
This capsule will now harvest Kuba.
We fought with honor.
Spicy.
Oh, it's a real party now.
Yep. Real Kuva run now. Yeah, I gotta say, this is probably one of the game modes of most of Warframe's game modes that I like the most, just because, like, you still have to pay attention, but it's not really difficult to sort of get into the rhythm. And, well, you get a lot of stuff from it, so... I mean, already we're sitting at a fair amount of credits. Decent Endo, decent Kuva, bunch of mods.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Ooh, maybe do a bit of the Plague Star event if Rinzark actually gets on later. Then also do the sortie because, yeah. Oh, hello, rocket turret.
We'll all share in this bounty.
Can't fool me.
As long as you can. I've delivered another life support capsule.
Commencing Kuva harvest.
Oh, sounds like I'm a big Vernier maniac showing up to get murdered.
Let's go on the offensive.
And he's dead, I think.
Life support on the way.
I'm just gonna do next life support. More enemies away. Go on. I really like Warframe just for the fact that they give you so many build options that you can really do anything that you put your mind to when it comes down to it. And they not only have weapons that sort of support nearly any playstyle, they can combine that with certain Warframes to make certain things truly ridiculous.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuva.
Then they actually have enemies that do things besides just we do more damage and have bigger health pools when it comes to the difficulty. Even though it might not look like it now. 30 minutes?
I'm fine with whatever.
Life support.
I just slashed through like 20 guys in like a couple seconds. Oh, and I'm stuck on the rock. There we go.
I hit one of my damage break points and had them exploding just behind you because of the damage you did.
Nice.
A life support capsule is now available.
Yeah, once I'm finally done building this chroma properly, it is going to be a true terror to any Eidolon or really any high-level, high-damage thing. Or high-damage environment thing. Then the only problem is I have to go and level up each mod that goes into the slots, but once I do that, well, I'll pretty much be able to probably knock the limbs off an Eidolon in like a quarter of a second once I build the proper Vectus setup. Better just stand right next to someone and have them do it, because that's how it works.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Hit a breakpoint and watched everything in range explode.
Nice.
Oh, exploded anyway.
Oops.
I hit another breakpoint, watched everything in range explode, and some stuff spawned on the left.
I've delivered another life capsule.
Commence the Kuva harvest.
Look what our Tenno operative just found. They could not do this without you.
And 960 affinity. Would be a bit higher. Get that back open because my phone keeps closing with the chat open. I gotta actually change that setting or see if I can. So I'm gonna keep poking at it.
Life support incoming.
That is one unhappy hallway. You do not want to be. You do not want to be there if you are already dead.
Another support capsule is now available.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuva.
Kuva target. And a Kuva target. I remember the first time facing those guys on the original mission they came with, the War Within. That was a big
Yeah, but in the War Within, your character didn't really have the tools to deal with them. We've gotten a lot more tricks than that.
Oh. I can't wait for the next Warframe quest missions. That's going to be exciting. Oh god. Yeah, for those who don't know, Warframe pretty much left us on a cliffhanger at the end of last year, with a sort of surprise thing no one knew what was coming thing. So now we've all been waiting, sitting there and going, okay, we need the mission for this. Please release. Please, Digital Extremes, give us the quest. Another Astral Twilight over here.
I will consider what I've learned from the skirmish.
That's a lot of dead.
Life support on the way.
That one. Nope. Realized I was getting shot at.
Their life support capsule is now available.
This capsule will now harvest Kuva.
Oh, coming. That out.
Look, operative just found. They could not do this without you.
Oh, stuck. There we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. 3 bombards.
Yeah, very little can sit there and actually survive 3 bombards while shooting at the same time. That's like one of those, oh look, you're dead type of situations.
Yep. Right when I was looking for somebody to start building a new spore off of, it was like, ooh, a bomb. Oh, never mind, that's more than one.
Like, oh, wait a second. Man, it's been nearly 30 minutes
Additional
already.
life
Time
support
flies
has
in this
arrived.
game.
Zinkuva harvest.
Oh boy. Yay! That is coming from outside because someone's dog is just having a good time. The perks of living in an apartment, please. Yep. That is just great. Okay.
Life support incoming.
Oh, that's not happening anymore.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Seeker.
Coming.
Nah, I'm respawning it.
Not, oh, okay. Oh, did you lose the sentinel, or?
More major problem. I lost the spore.
Oh,
I didn't have enough energy to
Another life
recast.
support capsule.
yeah, we gotta back up a little bit.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuva.
It's like, yeah, that was a bit annoying. No, keep that up. And get... No, that's already up. Okay. It's just really getting intense, isn't it? Oh, they're all buffed. Oh, we need to go through that. Okay. Things are back to being somewhat under control.
Yeah, I swapped my projectile weapon so I don't have to rush into their faces anymore.
Yeah.
Ready for a capsule.
Things are getting a bit out of hand. However, this is also when Warframe becomes its most fun, so... It's either when things are going extremely well, or things
I've
are starting to
delivered
ramp
another
up
life
and get a
support
bit
capsule.
crazy.
This capsule will now harvest Kuva.
The fried Trent. I almost read that as fried,
Harvester
what do you call it?
destroyed.
Fry, tent. Oh, the booster got blown up. That's not good. We're almost at 30 minutes, so we're gonna be leaving this one soon, so... Yep. Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Tenno, prepare for life support. We will all share in this bounty.
See, it was just
you can.
napalm.
Yeah.
So they start coming a lot. They make me pretty squishy.
Yep, I'm good chocolate cooking. Unless you mean that, yeah, I'm good at the game. Yeah, it kind of comes with, you know, playing for like over a couple thousand hours at this point. I go over, or close to 2K. At least that. Yeah, this is one of those games where you kind of require to have a decent time investment into it, but once you get that down, and once you get down, like, the basics of it, you can really, like, do some amazing stuff. It's just... Like, really, once you get over, I'd say, like, the 100-hour hurdle within that amount of time, you're basically doing pretty well in the game by that point, and have learned most of the bare basics that you need to play it. Like I said, very large time investment.
Life support on the way.
I'm actually curious who else is streaming tonight. I think a few
Another
people
job
are.
well executed.
Yeah, one or two. Gotta go back to my dashboard. Yeah. Well, that's pretty good.
New alert marked on location, Tenno.
French fries. Actually, I messaged someone really quickly. Okay. Actually, I should check the standing for today and see if I can convert some things over. Yeah, let's get a few relic packs, why not?
Alright, what can we help you with?
120.
I hope you put it to good use.
Okay. Yep, there we go. Actually, see what the... Oh, is it just repeating the one? No, it should... Shuffle, repeat. There we go. Yeah, like... No. That was pretty good. Also, I just realized I gotta do the other power set, the Psychic Space Child ones. Zeneric. Yeah, let's just throw on Void Siphon. Yes. Okay. Let's see what else I can fit into the Warframe to maximize the amount of cool stuff I can do. So far, nothing. I'll take a quick break and see if I need to build anything. Yeah. Nothing so far. Could rebuild the Despair. I still need to build that. Yeah, I'll throw that in the cooker. Android Prime stuff, Mirage Prime stuff, Loki. Oh right, yeah, I forgot to actually set that to build. Whoops. Hey Quake, no, we don't have a full team currently, but if you want to even get on Warframe and even on Discord, we can add you to the team. We're just doing some, hold on, we're just doing some Kuva runs right now if you want to join in. Yeah, we're waiting to see if a friend will jump on to do the sortie as well. But yeah, currently Talos is just AFK going and doing something. Hey, Quake.
Hello?
Hey. Yeah, I can hear you now. Right.
Okay, yeah. Let me finish this thing in Danganronpa and I'll get on Warframe.
Okay. That's all good. We're kind of taking a short break anyways. Oh, I just got the Telegram message, okay. Let me also open my chat and stuff back up. Check status. Actually, I was going to answer that question why I don't have it
Operator,
on
you
yet.
have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Get rid of that. Oh, right, I can't fit that on. Slight form of this, which, yeah, I could do. Not too big of a deal. Yeah. Take off ammo case. Can I not fit that on still? Yeah, I can. Okay. that there for now.
Alright, I'm launching it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll invite you to the party. Then the tallest is back, we can do a bit more Kufa runs.
I need to make sure my controls aren't screwed up.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not used to push to talk, so I need to make sure the controls in Warframe are not going to screw me up.
Oh, well, you could set it to voice activation or something just for now, because that's what I have it on at the moment. Just for streaming.
Yeah, if we have a role that allows that, you've already got it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure, so hold on.
Yeah, most of the time we, again, keep it off just because certain people in the Discord who have had long conversations without realizing it.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, that's much easier for me, thank you.
Yep, no problem.
It was easier to set it as a server-wide disallow and then give permissions rather than the other way around.
Oh, right. Oops, I forgot to send the invite.
Okay.
Research.
I believe this will be our first time playing together after talking about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm running a Chroma build that is just centered around melee at the moment because I'm kind of leveling it and going through. Well, not really centered around melee, just centered around buffing whatever weapon they're using to the maximum. Also waiting for someone else to get in from their job so we can run the sortie possibly as well.
Oh cool, ghouls are back. I should try to get on that soon.
Well, not only that, the Plague Star thing's also back. With all the ridiculously broken stuff that you can get from that.
Yeah, I kept missing out on the ghoul stuff, and when I researched it and found out there really wasn't that much importance in doing it per se, I was like, eh,
Yeah,
don't worry about it. And then I found out, oh no, there's actually some importance. There's 2 weapons that drop from ghouls. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
It's like, oh, that's not good.
So, I'm a person that tries and trying to complete all weapons, so those are on my list.
Yeah. There you are. Invite. Yeah, this should be pretty good.
So are we doing sorties first or something else?
We're gonna do the Kuva survival thing for a little bit more, just because we're waiting to see if someone's gonna get in, because they work until, I think, like 10 my time, so it's like 10:17, so they're probably still getting home. So yeah, we're just gonna run like sortie, or not sortie, Kuva survival again. That's what we've been doing most of the night.
Okay. I'm not gonna bring that weapon along then. We got chroma, and
Yep.
yeah, I'll stick to my trend then.
Okay. Just hope we get Necros then. Let's move that a little bit over. Okay. Nope.
Scans show Grenier are harvesting nearby. Set off the alarms to draw them
The
out,
bunny ear
then
things.
steal Kuba catalysts.
Yeah.
Predictable.
If you could keep
As
them
expected,
forever, I would
Grenier
love.
have shut down
like,
environmental
I would love
systems,
about that, but
sending
you don't.
modified life
So
support
yeah.
capsules. Use these to sustain your environment or attach Kuba catalysts to begin harvesting.
Yeah, I really like this mode out of all the new stuff they've added. This is just nice for getting Kuba and things.
I actually have not touched this
Commencing
mode.
Kuba harvest.
It's kind of neat because it's almost a halfway point between something like a extraction and excavation and a survival. So, like, for the most part, it runs like a basic survival setup where you still have to collect oxygen and stuff, but you can also activate the Kuva things by bringing these canisters that some marked enemies dropped to it, and then they'll start extracting Kuva. They give less oxygen, but then they also give you like 200 Kuva per, or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really done much Kuva farming since all like items that you make with Kuva I've already made, and the only reason to have Kuva is for Riven mods, but I haven't cared for Riven mods because the time it takes to get one is frustrating.
Yeah, that's true.
So I just never done much of that.
Yeah, getting a Riven mod can be a bit of a pain, but if you get a good one that you use, then it can be nice.
Well, it's not just getting a good Riven, it's the time it takes to get a Riven mod, and then win the challenge, which can sometimes take a very long time, depending on the challenge, and then hoping you get something that you like, and if not, then you spent close to sometimes 2 hours or less for one Riven mod.
Yeah, that's true.
And I just felt the time and effort for it is not fun, so I just don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, me on the other hand, I kind of look at it as like the one last time-consuming thing that Warframe really has, so I'm investing the time into it too much. But then again, I'm also the same person who has like a bit better luck with the mods, since even in the Plague Zod, I'm using the things you can build from the Cetus Plain stuff. I found one for that that's like ridiculous, so yeah.
Yeah. The problem I'm running into is that, just out of curiosity question, when did you start playing Warframe?
I think during the first, not the very first beta, I think it was right after they reworked the modding system for it. So just shortly after that.
First wave of Steam key-based beta?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been playing it a lot longer than, you started playing it a lot longer than I had, because I started playing it in March of 2014.
Ah, yeah.
And I played this game day in and day out since then. But because I've done pretty much everything, I've unlocked all things on the map. I've had pretty much every item besides some of the current ones, like the amps for your operator, the custom melee stuff, which I forget what they're called.
Yeah, the Zaws.
Yeah, things like that. I haven't done those, but pretty much everything else I've done. And I have no motivation of doing things myself like I used to.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, yeah.
So the only way I ever do stuff now is literally if people ask me to play with them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for me I still got more weapons and stuff to go through, as well as I just like sort of optimizing things down to a science almost.
Life support on.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm doing with the chroma setup I'm using now.
I've optimized a lot of the people that I use currently. Like, I play Trin, Rhino, Ember, Banshee, Volt, Valkyr, and there's one more frame I'm missing. All of those guys I've full built and finished, but everyone else that I don't use, I just don't feel like putting my time into updating them unless I need to.
Yeah, pretty much.
I understand that completely.
Yeah, like what I'm currently going through is going and doing all the primed frames first and optimizing those ones I want to play, because I know that, you know, they're not going to come out with a primed version, and really Chroma has been the one exception to that rule.
Well, I'm based
Extraction is
400,
ready.
cool. Based on the fact that we got Zephyr.
Yeah.
I can tell you that the next one will probably be Chroma.
Yeah, probably.
So
either way, I'll have it'll be nice just to have this to fight on. What? apparently I got the noise complaint, but yeah. Actually, I'm not sure if you saw in the news, but apparently in FWA, for a furry weekend Atlanta, for one of the con hotels, I think it was the Marriott or something, they were handing out like a noise complaint thing, and that just sort of reminded me of it. Where they were saying, in the con hotel, get this, there can't be any parties, any noise, and if you, like, you know, make noise and if there's a complaint, you're evicted without notice. It's like, really?
Yeah, someone I know that is actually there, she showed that. And I read it carefully, and I'm like, yes, it sucks, but you have to understand, there's a story behind it. It means that last year, either at FWA or some other convention that goes to that hotel must have had a room party that was so bad that they couldn't stop it, and it was constantly happening.
Yeah.
And so it's possible that that's why they're doing it as a precaution. It's a bit of an overreach, I will admit that. But I don't blame them.
Yeah, but
I feel like it might have been a floating room party, actually. People invading other people's room parties and being the loud ones.
yeah, that might explain it. Either way, I know that they kind of, like, pulled it back because the con staff talked to them and pretty much they sat there and were like, yeah, this is a bit of an overreach, but we're just gonna be like, hey, just be cool with the noise.
So that statement is false now? Like that paper?
Yeah, they brought it, like, now it's apparently that they've, like, sort of pulled it back and said, yeah, we're not gonna do this.
That is very nice. Now, let's just hope we got people who aren't stupid.
Yeah. Fortunately, the chances of that are pretty low.
Yeah, because, I don't hear a whole lot of stories, because, I don't go all the conventions as much as I wish. Yeah. Like, Motor City FurCon is also happening this weekend, and that was my go-to con for a long time. But I had to cancel it this year because I went to Texas Furry Fiesta back in February to see someone personally.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do both because I don't have the money.
Yeah, definitely.
So this whole weekend is going to be very difficult for me because I'm going to be seeing photos of my favorite convention of all time, and I'm not there.
Yeah.
But I had no choice.
Pretty much. I know I'm going to AC, and that's basically going to be it, probably, unless I can somehow swing IFC, but I'm not sure.
Well, like I said, I am planning, so you'll get to meet me for the first time.
Yep.
And I will try my best not to be angrily jealous of the badge.
Yeah, that badge is honestly looking really amazing so far.
Like, I'm so happy for you, and I'm so happy for him making it and everything, but every time I look at it, I'm like, I was thinking of that too!
Yeah. I also love the whole thing with Aranor, the guy who's making it. Like, the funny thing is, like, you're too happy with this. It's like, you have to understand, my very first commission was kind of a disaster, so, like, that's the reason I'm happy that's going smooth. Since literally for a basic, well, not really a basic, I'd say it was pretty advanced. It took over a year to get my first character sheet done. Because, like, literally the artist's life went upside down. I think it was, I think her name is Cheryl, or Cheryl. I keep forgetting how to pronounce it. But basically, like, she was pregnant, she had to move, some other stuff happened with, like, the moving, and she ended up either having to, like, you know, delay it or like, missing something that was required for it. And it was just this long list of things that could happen.
Didn't have a tablet for a while.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing.
Damage to the move.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a nightmare for both parties.
Yeah.
I can only imagine from hearing about the artist from other people.
Oh yeah, no. And it's one of those things where it's like you can't really be mad at. Oh, well, I guess I'll say 30. But yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I can't be mad at someone, like, for that, because it's literally just life going and taking a shit on someone. That's what it is.
The longer you fight,
like, I can't even be angry at that.
I don't think I've ever, I mean, granted, I don't commission a whole lot, but I don't think I've ever experienced something like that before. I did have an artist take over a whole year to get me it, but it technically was free art, so I can't really complain.
Yeah, it's like it was just the one thing, but also she did kind of like say, hey, it might take a little bit because I am moving, so I just didn't think it would take all the way close to a year, and I was like,
And don't forget, we actually had a piece done of your character from the half-completed sheet.
oh yeah, definitely. That was the other funny bit. There's a group piece floating around with a character that is like doesn't exactly have the same colors and kind of looks a bit different.
No, it has the markings.
Oh, yeah, it has the
you
markings.
had the front completed, and it doesn't show the back of your character.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it had the markings, but also it was a very slightly different shade of orange. Or it wasn't like really an orange red. It was closer to just like a pure orange.
Yeah.
Even then, not too big of a deal or anything like that. Also, check
Yeah.
chat to make sure no one's talking at me.
Yeah, I'm.
Not seeing any.
Yeah.
I have one badge that's going to be made, although he hasn't messaged me if I've been confirmed on the sheet. It's the artist Catmonk Shiro.
I don't think I've heard of them.
I have.
I'm surprised when I hear
Little cartoony, but I like their work. Also, married to Naomi now, if I remember right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she goes by Moth now.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
They've been married, I think, for over a year or 2 years soon. And she is trying to get everything set up to get moved to Canada.
She did move.
They did finally? Okay, I haven't
Yeah.
heard anything about that. I gave her a nice tip after she made my badge for Texas for FPS to help her out with that.
Yeah, she's an absolutely wonderful person to deal with in my experience.
They're both amazing, and the thing that was so awesome was just how long I've known Shiro. Because I found him because he's known for transformation and another kind of content that I'm not going to say on your screen.
Yeah.
But before that, he was mostly just known for transformation. I really liked how he did his transformation work, so I was able to strike up a conversation with him, and I felt like we became pretty good friends in a sense.
Yeah.
But then his work, his artwork got more attention, got more busy, it became more full-time for him, so me and him haven't been able to actually talk one-on-one in years, and that's fine.
Yeah, sometimes things just get busy.
Yeah. Well, since, art is now his full-time job, and he gets a lot of commission slots all the time, it makes sense.
Yep.
But yeah, I was so happy to finally get artwork from Shiro for the first time. A couple weeks ago. I'm waiting for him to upload it on his FA before I upload it on mine.
From what I understand, that's a long wait for a train that doesn't come most of the time. About a third of his stuff ever makes it.
Well, it depends on who asks. There's sometimes people who don't want it publicly posted, they'll ask them not to. There's situations like that. But there's some Shiro art I've seen on other websites, but not on Shiro himself because they didn't want him on his page.
True, but it's also, he doesn't tend to finish his sequences on FA.
Well, it
Not
depends
anymore.
It depends on who commissions the slots. But, yeah, so he noted me a couple weeks ago about if I wanted to rebook, and I asked him because since I don't think anyone really asks for it often, I tried to see if he was still able to do badges, like do standard badge commissions. And he said, yes, it'll just count as the same one character slot. I'm like, okay. I gave him the date that possibly would work best for me, and whenever he gets back to me, then I can say, cool, that's one badge for AC.
Yep.
And then I'm still trying to figure out how I want the theme badge to be from Airnor, because you took my thing.
I literally took the thing.
Modification successful.
That was one of my.
Collecting Cuba.
That is my favorite horror movie of all time. You took it from me.
So, well, time to go to second favorite, I guess.
I don't even know if I have one.
It's actually funny, because, like, I kind of have a list almost of, like, just sort of favorite horror movies, and the thing is definitely up there as, like, basically the first. It's kind of like first and second tied. I like Alien, and that's definitely up there, too. Just because I think the thing with The Thing and Alien is that it's a bunch of very competent people stuck in a situation that's almost a no-win scenario, pretty much.
Yeah, not stupid people making stupid decisions like every horror movie today.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, I ran 10 feet and fell over on my face. It's like, oh great, okay. Always someone tripping on nothing.
Life support incoming.
Which is why the what was that parody movie?
Cabin in the Woods.
No, Scary Movie.
Oh, the different parody, yeah.
Yeah.
But Cabin in the Woods is that movie was like one of those shocking realization moments where I remember seeing that trailer pop up on YouTube when I was watching my normal videos, and hearing the Young and Famous song playing, and I'm just like, oh look, here it's people in a car going into a forest, and it's a horror movie, and okay, this looks generic and boring. I'm not gonna watch this. And then one friend of mine said, go watch it. Please.
Oh, yeah.
You will be surprised. It looks like it's a generic dumb horror movie, but you'll be surprised. I'm like, fine. Bought my ticket, sat in the seat, watched it, and walked out going, that is a masterpiece.
Yeah. It's one of those amazing, like, just deconstructions of the whole genre that I really just liked, because it was like, oh, here's every single trope, and it's not just, you know, sitting there and shitting on it, it's actually just going, hey, here's, like, every little bit of it.
It's a tribute and a send-up all in one.
Yeah. I think my favorite scene from that movie will always be the elevator.
Yeah. Yeah, the elevator scene was something else.
It's because of just how it's kind of quiet with some footsteps and ding, carnage.
Yeah, exactly. And the effects in that movie were fantastic as well, especially just
They did. I think a large part of that is they didn't leave anything on the screen long enough for you to really be able to tell.
Oh yeah.
On top of it being a high quality effect, which I think was the right call in the situation.
Yeah.
What makes me happy is how they did something that a lot of people tend to not do. And they did the best they could, practical and CG effects. Yeah. Most people tend to just go, nah, CG, done.
Well, that or just do one or the other as well. I feel like it kind of comes to like the best when it comes to horror movies when you combine a bit of the two, or just go full practical.
Yeah. Like Shape of Water was pretty much really practical, and that movie just stands out as amazing because of it.
Yeah, I gotta actually watch that eventually. I just haven't gotten back to it.
I mean, if you were living nearby Arizona, I would have taken you for free because I work at a theater.
Yeah, problem being that I'm like almost to the opposite end of North America from you.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in Toronto, Ontario, and it's like, eh.
Yeah. I make that joke silliness against people, but yeah, I love the fact that I work in a movie theater, but it just sucks how many people I want to take them to see movies.
Yep.
Because when I worked at my job in 2016, I saw 72 movies, and last year I saw 88 movies.
Yeah. I think actually my favorite joke regarding The Shape of Water is the whole thing of, yeah, furries are finally getting representation in Hollywood, straight you've won an Oscar. And it was like, oh god.
That actually bothered me. Because, again, just because it's anthropomorphic does not mean it's furry.
Yeah, that's true.
How many times do I have to bring up Uncle Kage? Because he says this.
This is true.
The rule of thumb has always been, you are a furry if you say you are a furry. If you have an anthropomorphic character and you don't say you're a furry, then you're not a furry. Simple as that.
Extraction option.
Like I remember.
Oxygen's going down. Whoops. Doesn't kill things a bit better. Yeah. Or at least find things to kill. This is actually a lot harder blacking enemy radar, because I've realized that I don't have that on right now, so the form of the
Extraction
Sentinel.
is ready. Life support on the way.
But yeah, it is just one of those funny little joke things of a haha. But I do actually want to see it because it looks like a really good movie.
It is.
Then I feel like this is my little personal gripe. I feel like Guillermo del Toro gets like fucked in Hollywood a lot when it comes down to many of his ideas for things he wants to make. So it's good to finally have him actually win something.
Another life support capsule.
And you know,
We're gonna have to leave, huh?
probably unless we can.
Commencing coup arrest.
I don't know. It's weird. The enemy. Oh yeah, there's enemies.
Yeah, the enemy density's been all over the place.
Don't know why. Yeah, I probably have to leave. Oh well. Unless, no. Oh, there's no one.
To be honest, the thing I've always have said is the problem with award shows and
Oh, yep, there it is.
okay.
Yeah, so that's what happens if you don't get enough oxygen during a survival. It basically shuts off and says, yeah, you gotta go.
Oh, crap.
Watching doesn't play Warframe. I had 6 people watching earlier, so I feel like it's just a case of there's a lot of people on right now that are streaming.
Yeah, Warframe is starting to get a good resurgence with streamers, especially just with how good DE is with the community.
Yeah. Well, also
Did you see
the documentary or the...
Yeah, the no-clip documentary.
Oh yeah, I watched that. I left a comment on the second part of the video.
Yeah, I saw your comment just randomly. I'm like, hey, it's you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Another job well executed.
The funniest thing to me when those documentaries came out, all of the mainstream YouTubers, Jim Sterling, Young Yi, Sid Alpha, all these people made videos being like, oh my god, here's information about Warframe that's gonna blow your mind type of deal. And I'm just like, I'm seeing these people and it's funny how they're all like, holy crap, I didn't even know that, you know, you could actually have a game studio that can find problems and not pull stuff in. Like when I think it was Sheldon, when he
that was a big one. The whole like, slot machine thing he made by accident. He's like, well, gotta remove this.
Yeah, and he, you know, he clearly states that, you know, they removed it and everything like that because of one person who did it 200 times, which is like 2,000 platinum.
Yeah.
And like everyone was like, you know, oh, you know, this is unheard of because, you know, developers would have just said keep it in there, it's making them money and blah blah blah. And I'm just like kind of laughing to myself. I'm like, I've been playing Warframe for 4 years, you know, and now your guys are just noticing. But I'm happy. I'm very, very happy to see how many people are seeing the thing that is Warframe.
Yeah, same here.
Me too.
Because like it does, like I will say that it does things that I don't think any other game has ever done. The fact that yes, like the beginning curve can be a little annoying. Especially like if you want more frames or more weapons, you need platinum for that. And if you're not wanting to spend money yet, that could be a bit of a problem in terms of advancing yourself. But then there's the whole thing that if you can do some relic runs, get some items, sell those on the market, you get some platinum, boom, now you can get a slot.
Oh yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like literally you could play this game and do everything without spending a dime. The difference is
that's
time.
the big thing.
You know, like actual time frame, not how other games try to say like when it comes to like pay money to lessen the time. This game actually explains that well.
Yeah, exactly. It really is a case of if you want to advance the grind, then you pay for it, but there's still stuff that you have to do, and still things that you have to actually sit down and go, okay, I'm going to, like, invest time in this.
Yeah. And the fact that it is free, like, that time makes sense for the fact that it is free.
Yeah, that and cosmetics as well, because, like, a lot of the stuff, like, I'm showing off here in the stream, the cosmetic room that I have, the sort of, like, side room, that's all stuff that mostly costs platinum, or you have to, like, grind to get, like, and find in-game. Like, all the fish you have to fish yourself, or you have to trade for them, and I fish them myself, and, like,
Yeah.
all of this stuff is cosmetic stuff that I collected over the time and just sort of set up and stuff. All the sonic chords are stuff that you have to find in-game. It's one of those things where, you're, like, things that you are rewarded for actually stacks up and you can actually see it. Like, it's visible, it's not just a, number on a screen. Which I like.
Yeah. It is very nice with everything they have done.
Yep.
And I'm very happy about that.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes me just jealous that I didn't know about this sooner, because now I really wish I could have spent the Founders Pack.
Oh, yeah.
I now really it's one of those situations where, like, because, like, there's so many games that have that whole system, and most of them are kind of dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
But, like, and it's why it's always a gamble. It's like, yes, I want to put money to make this survive, but then the question is, will it survive?
Yeah.
And seeing how far Warframe has gotten to, like, when they reworked the endo system, that I thought was one of the greatest things they've done, because the core system for upgrading mods were so confusing, because it's like, okay, 3 gold cores can max out this card, but how is that in tandem to this? How many cards do I need of that? Now it's just, do you have 10,000 endo? Boom, instant level up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
it makes sense now, and also you have the Iatan sculptures, so you can actually level that up faster and do other things. Or you can just use them as cosmetics, but hey, it's all up to you.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of stuff in my ship that's cosmetic. I have 2 Loki bobbleheads and a Clem bobblehead on my HUD. I still have the Christmas stuff from 2015.
Oh yeah, that stuff is fun.
I've never deleted it. And that's it. That's all I really have in terms of cosmetics. At least for the ship, I mean.
I need to level up a few mods, but I think this build is nearing completion pretty much. It's gonna be good.
But like, I think the greatest moment for Warframe is when it floored a YouTuber, and that was Jim Sterling.
Yeah, probably. That got them a lot of attention as well. Yeah. Just because of people looking at it and going, wait, this is a free game. This is something that you can literally just download and play and not spend any money on.
Well, what I mean is, a couple, like about a month ago, basically, for the first 5 minutes, he basically gives it the best praise imaginable. Like, amazing praise.
Yeah.
But he does bring up, he says that he feels there is one problem with Warframe that he wanted to
just for while we're doing stuff
that he wanted to address and stuff, and that was related to the involting, and how he was saying, like, you guys have been very good in striving on good player choice and not screwing people, but then with the involting, there's cosmetics that were only exclusives to Prime Access in the past. And you're expecting people to spend $60 to get a bunch of stuff that they already had just to get cosmetics. That's not fair. That he calls that BS.
Yeah.
And he put massive attention on that. 2 days later, they have their dev stream. And Rebecca said things that Jim made a video a day later, basically going, I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I never heard of a developer actually saying what they just said.
Yeah. Not only, hey, we're gonna change things, how much money are you willing to spend on this?
It wasn't just like, how much money are you wanting to spend for it? It's like, what do you want in the packs? Do you want platinum involved in the packs? Do you want just one cosmetics or all the cosmetics? Like, there was so much that they asked that were more in depth than most people that complain about stuff like that. Like, for example, I love Rainbow Six Siege, one of my favorite games. And besides a couple of minor issues with it,
expected,
I think
Grenier
it's
shut down the
Ubisoft's
environmental
best
systems,
work right
sending
now.
modified life support
But they made
capsules.
one
Use
mistake
these
this
to
year,
sustain
and
your
that's when they
environment
did
or
Operation
attach to the
Chimera.
catalyst and harvest
They
them.
released 50 cosmetic items that could only be earned through a random system, a loot box basically, and they can only be purchased with real money.
You have found
Now,
a catalyst. Attach it to a life support.
it is new cosmetics, and it is also temporary cosmetics. They're cosmetics you can earn while the event is still going on,
Oh, yeah.
which it ended
Capsules harvesting Kuba
Tuesday,
provide
so they're
full life
gone.
support.
Yep.
But basically, when that got announced, some things they did say was there are 50 new cosmetics, and there's no replicates. So all you would have to do is buy 50 of these things, and you would have all of them, and you're done. They do not repeat whatsoever.
Yeah, that's nice.
So, I'm like, okay, that's cool. But then the problem you run into is each of the packs are, I believe, the math was that if you wanted all packs, it was going to cost you, I think they said like $200.
Yep.
So if you wanted all of these cosmetics, you need to spend like $200. And granted, again, it's more straightforward than, you know,
Additional support has
having to constantly spend money hoping to get everything type of deal. So it's not
Yeah, that's
too
true.
egregious,
Yeah, it's not
but
too
it's
bad.
it still felt bad that you couldn't earn these cosmetics any other way besides spending actual money.
commence the
Yeah.
harvest.
And so that caused a big upset with people.
Yeah, definitely.
And their response was basically, okay, if you log into the game between these dates, we'll give you a free Ash skin,
Yeah.
an Ash Elite skin. And cool, because the Ash Elite skin is like $12 normally, so cool, I guess. But
yeah,
that's,
that doesn't
I
really
felt,
fix the base problem is the issue.
Yeah.
That's what it really comes down to. It's a band
Now-
kind of like, okay, well, you know, we'll give you this, but everything else you gotta pay for.
yeah.
Also,
Now-
if what you've got is randomly coming out of the box, if you just have bad luck, you would have to get the whole thing if you had bad enough luck.
Oh yeah,
Get ready
definitely.
for a
Yeah. Now, what's nice though is that it does clearly, like, the game does clearly show you what kind of cosmetics are involved in these zombie packs. It shows you all 50 of the items. It shows you the rarity. So at least it's not being unfair. But you know, the problem is the knowledge that if you wanted all of them, you needed to spend at least $200. Now, what was nice,
I've delivered
somewhat,
another life support
is they did
capsule.
give people 4 of the zombie alpha packs for free when the event launched. So that's 4 out of the 50 you'll be earning. But again, it is random, so you may get crap you don't want. Like, I got lucky. I got a skin that a friend of mine didn't get.
Yep.
The impure.
Oh, new logo showing up.
Worthy have no future.
Oh, that's good.
Fun.
Okay, where are you? I don't know. Oh, there they are.
Oh, I just realized I should turn
And
this on.
and
I just realized I brought Necros for a reason, and I haven't been using Necros for that reason.
wait a second. Something's going on here. I don't.
But yeah, so it's not the worst thing ever, but it wasn't a good thing at the same time that Ubisoft did, you know. And how they responded to it, I felt was very lukewarm in comparison to how Warframe handled their situation.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that, I think, fell through the bottom there. Yep. Is that in another room? That's hard to tell.
Another life support capsule is now available.
You're gonna have to wait for another enemy.
So yeah, getting Warframe to respond to much, or more of a EE to respond to a major problem is not hard.
Yeah.
Like I think the only time that Warframe ever had a
Oh, I'm gonna cover this one over here. You guys get the next one. Yeah, I can solo this.
Extraction is
I think
available if
the
you
only
need it.
time
Operative is making progress.
Warframe
will help
ever
our
had
cause.
like a huge controversy
This
that
capsule
caused a
will now
huge
harvest
uproar
Kuba.
within the community, I think it was over the Sentinels and the vacuum.
Yeah, I think that was about it.
thing. That was the only time I remember it got really massive. Like, people were complaining day in, day out about it.
Yeah, that was the big thing that people were complaining about, was the fact that, like, really, it was basically a carrier for the most part that everyone wanted to play, because it was the only thing that, like, had, you know, the ability to pull in items.
Life
Everyone was
support
like,
all
well,
the
you
way.
know, there's no point to any of these because the carrier's clearly the best out of them.
Yeah, they kind of were trying, because they wanted to have all the Sentinels to have a good purpose and give people choices, which is completely understandable. I would have done the same thing in my head as well.
Application successful. Collecting
And I
Kuba.
guess people just got way too attached to things, and they just got really upset. Honestly, I think the new carrier is a
Another
lot more
life
useful.
support capsule
Oh, yeah,
is now
definitely.
available.
Oh yeah, and I think the other thing is, without the vacuum, the game moves so damn fast that it can be really difficult to play. Especially with all the stuff that you have to pick up if you want to keep your ammunition going.
Yeah, and I like the fact that pretty much, besides like 2 Sentinels that are still kind of useless, in my opinion, they all have good sources depending on playstyle. Worm is very good for dealing with mass enemies, and so is Jin. Helios is really good for scanning weaknesses if you have the card from
Capsule will now
Samaris.
harvest Kuba.
Harrier's really good for ammo consumptions if you're one of those people. Duraga is really good at doing damage. So it's all like depending on
Life
personal preference, which is
incoming.
nice. And that was what they were just trying to do when they did that to Carrier. Like, I remember the first iteration, people didn't like because they lessened the range, but they gave it as a passive to all of them.
Yeah.
And people didn't like that because of the range lesson. And so they're like, okay, fine, we'll bring back the range, but now it's a moddable equipment. And then that pissed off another side of people because it's like, great, now I have to get rid of my really awesome build for this mod.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, that's pros and cons for you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you figure out how you want to build something.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't forget that in there,
Commencing
in the
Kuba
first
harvest.
iteration, they snuck in a 2-meter vacuum for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody noticed because so large a percentage of the community had come to rely on carriers that a 2-meter range wasn't enough for them to even recognize it as being something other than just normal pickup.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I used to use Carrier all the time, and then I've been using Helios almost exclusively. So before that craze happened, I was one of those people that didn't care because I used Helios a lot, so I was used to not having vacuum.
Tenno.
Yeah, I used
Prepare
carrier
for
a
life
lot,
support.
but even then it was one of those cases of, it's a small detriment. That's about it.
Yeah, but it was the only big, community upset that I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything else causing that big of an upset.
Yeah, the only one that caused a minor upset that I can remember is that there was an event where someone was legitimately cheating, and Warframe sat there and said, okay, that person's banned, and that person's banned, and we're flipping it back to the other direction, because no, you're not allowed to get away with that.
No, you're not allowed to one-person flip this new mission type.
Yeah. Because it was when they first came out with I think the raids, or is it the crossfire, whatever they call it. Or no, it was the invasions. Yeah.
Invasion stuff and all that crap.
Yeah, where basically someone figured out a way to flip it so that instead of the Corpus winning, or instead of the Grineer winning, for example, the Corpus would start winning. And then like people said, and then the person who did it got banned. It got flipped back, and people were like, "Oh well, like you shouldn't have banned him. He was just testing it." It's like, no, not really. He tested it the first time. You test it maybe a second time to like make sure that that's what's happening. You don't test it like 4 times.
Yeah, he did it for the whole planet in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
It does depend on the situation, because again, I've never heard of that, so I can't say much.
Yeah.
If it's like actual like glitching and cheating, then that is a problem. But if it's just
oh no, it actually was, because it was one of those things where he knew what the exploit was by the second or third time, and he didn't actually record it until DE found out.
Okay.
It was one of those cases, because I'm all for game testing, and like really, as far as I understand, it's like, hey, you do something, you test it maybe once to, see what's going on. You test it a second time to confirm it, and then test maybe one more time to actually record the results and get everything down. But the problem is, past that, it's less of, oh hey, I'm like testing for a glitch, and more of I'm exploiting this to, do whatever.
Yeah, it is always complicated at times.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what is an actual exploit that should be bannable and what is an exploit that is accidental is sometimes always hard to make judgment on. Oh, I know this firsthand. You have to try and figure out what you do in those sort of situations, because it's not easy.
Oh yeah.
Because obviously, regardless of how you do it, you're trying to get some sort of upset, so you have to figure out what is the best option to go for, type of thing.
Yeah.
Yep. In this case, though, it was very clear cut.
Yeah. So again, I'm not trying to defend the guy saying he's innocent or anything, because I don't know the situation. Yeah. But I'm just because like something kind of similar, Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, a game that I play a lot of. When they had their Operation Bloodhound, I think it was either Bloodhound or Wildfire.
Yeah, either one of those.
It was one of those operations where the update brought along a random glitch that happens to anyone regardless, where smoke decals don't work. Meaning, you can see through smoke.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. So there was a situation where a bunch of people were starting to get targeted as if they were cheating because they were able to shoot through smoke, because when people were looking through the Overwatch system, they were seeing them shooting through smoke. They're like, that person's hacking.
Yeah.
But then it publicly was coming out, no, like, there's actually an issue with people having their smoke decals not working. And that happened to me as well.
Yeah.
So,
oh crap, I'm stuck again. Oh, there we go.
So, they, Valve did something that some people were happy about, but a majority of people felt like they shouldn't have done this. They said that all Overwatch reports that have been reported because of someone having visual hacks have been overturned.
Yeah.
Because of this. And a lot of people were angry because they're like, yeah, but what if there were actual people hacking and stuff? I mean, people just said they'll just get caught again.
Yeah, that's true. Even being someone who did do the whole server admin thing back in the day of like all the Half-Life 2 mods and things, it's generally a thing where if someone does it once, they will likely come back and do that again.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like watching someone like a fucking yo-yo come back and do that shit, because it'll be like, oh, I know admin's on and watching, I will just cheat, and then all of a sudden you see it, and you're like, oh, okay. Oh,
yeah,
you're banned again.
it's the funniest thing to me. It reminds me of when I played Battlefield 3 on PC to when I played Battlefield 3 on consoles. Because when Battlefield 3 was released on consoles, it did something that no one thought would happen, which was the renting server system, where you actually can have your own server on consoles. People didn't think that was a thing. People thought it would have been just matchmaking and that's it. Now, it was kind of expensive to own a server and to upkeep it, but you could do what you want. You can have your own map rotations. You can kick people whenever you please if you need to. Like, you could do that, which is really nice for a game on console. The only downside is that consoles don't have banning features. for example, on PC,
Get ready
if they
for
say, don't use C4, the moment you try to kill someone with C4, the game will just kill you.
Oh yeah.
If they say no recon class, if you
Yeah, I
spawn with
remember.
recon, it will just kill you.
Yeah, I remember that with certain other things with Battlefield 2 and under that PC
We will
at
all
least,
share
and set
this
that up as
bounty.
like a custom
Hold
server
out as long
mutator
as
type
you
of thing.
Yeah, and consoles didn't have that. So when consoles had like things at the server titles of like, oh
Additional
no,
life support
you know,
has arrived.
don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah, it was
no
basically on the
support,
honor
yourself.
system, and that was it.
Yeah, and you would have to make sure, are there admins on the server, and there is a way to check to see if there's admins in those servers on consoles. And so all people do is they wait. Oh, there's no people. Bam, they just do it.
That's
So
kind of
I
why.
know.
That's kind of why, like back in the day, we almost had like a performance for servers where we knew people who weren't admins, but people who like would keep an eye on things. So someone would be like,
Collecting.
"Hey, Rocker, this person's doing something." It's like, hold on, let me just get on and check this out.
I think the funniest thing that happened to me, because I've been admins on servers and websites before. I don't do it often because of how stressful it becomes, but when people ask for help, I do it. There was one time, there was a server for Quake
Yeah.
that I was an admin for when I was 14.
Yep. Also, hi, Scar. Jeez, I didn't realize we were in chat for a second. Yeah, Warframe can be a bit hard. It's one of those games where you have to dedicate a lot of time into before it gets easy.
It's like with a lot of games, depending, but there was a situation where there was a guy that was being very much an asshat to everyone in chat. He tried to act like one of
Another life
those
support capsule is
um,
available.
super annoying tryhards, you stoop to my level or else get out type of attitude. And I jumped right in. And I jumped into the server, and I'm like, hi. And the person immediately started acting nice. and I said, I've heard that there's an issue. And when someone pulled out his name, he goes, what are you talking about? I did no such thing. I'm like, oh, you did no such thing. I copied the chat log and posted tweets line by line into the server, and the guy immediately disconnected.
Yeah, it's always funny.
And later I found out from another admin of mine is that apparently that person didn't know that we can actually keep records of chat.
What an idiot.
Tenno, prepare for
Yeah, I
life
think it's
support.
really beautiful with server Archon and things like that, where you can just be out of game and still monitor chat and things like that. Be like,
There-
We
oh,
had
yeah.
some real winners though, with similar problems back.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
I always love it when I find forum posts where it says like, people who have been admins or moderators of servers, bring out your best, like, worst people ever. And some of the things you
I've
read,
delivered
you're just
another
like,
life support capsule.
how do people live like this?
This capsule will now harvest Koopa.
I think my favorite one had to be the one guy who, basically one of our server admins who we've known for a long time, called him out and said, hey, you're a cheater, I know you're a cheater, I've watched you. And everyone's like, oh no, you're just jealous, da-da-da, like, that thing, you just don't like him. And it was during a competitive match of this one Half-Life 2 mod back in the day where they actually caught him cheating during the competitive match and banned him. Everyone got really silent after that, and I just could not stop laughing.
Yeah, when there are people that try to vividly act all benign and try to have an ego of like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's always funny when you can just shut their face down. Like, there's someone that
Life support
I
on the
watch.
way.
He went through a YouTube name change, but his old channel still exists. His name is Craig, and he did a lot of Call of Duty videos, but they weren't like boring videos, in my opinion. Like, they're actual entertaining. And one of the things that he does is he would just play Call of Duty. That's it. Just playing Call of Duty. Nothing else, not trying to enscape. He's not Minnesota Burns, who's an asshat. He's just playing the game.
Yeah.
And sometimes he will get someone on voice that will say something just genius, and he will capture it.
Yep.
And one time, he got this kid that was acting, that obviously was like 13 or 14, acting like he was better than everyone.
Oh, man.
And
they could not do this
basically, Craig engaged with him and just had a conversation. And then he said the one statement that made him very happy to make the video.
Yep.
And where he said, "I'm friends with an Xbox ambassador. I can get you banned."
Lol.
And he goes, "Really? Please do."
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Please get me
Like-
banned. I'll wait. Please get me.
Like that was his reaction within like 0.05 seconds of him hearing it.
I think one of my personal favorites had to be the time when we were on the server, and I think it was someone who was like 12 or 13, maybe 16, was mouthing off to an admin and said, "Well, I know an admin, I can get you banned." And it was just like, you're talking to an admin, right?
Yeah.
And then the person was like, "Oh yeah, prove it, kick." It's like, well, you asked for it.
It kind of reminds me of. Have you ever heard of a website called NotAlwaysRight.com?
Yep.
I remember reading one of the stories where they said that this lady came up. Was trying to get
also,
something
hi,
for free.
Free Wolf
Another life
in
support
chat.
capsule
Yep.
is now available.
All good?
With a harvest.
Yep. I was just saying hi to someone in the Twitch chat because it's actually
Yeah,
from someone.
Yeah, I didn't want to like
Yeah.
stop you because like it's you're streaming, so you take priority with talking, and that's great.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, so this lady came up, was trying to ask for free stuff. They were confused and basically saying no. And then she goes, "I am the brother of the, I'm the sister of the owner. You better give this to me." And the cashier just goes, "Oh, okay. Hey, owner, come over here." And the girl just, that realization of you fucked up.
Yeah. It's like, whoops. I have made horrible and poor life choices.
And it's always funny when they're just like, "Oh, really? You know, you're my sister. You're part of the family." Because I don't think I've ever seen you before. Were you removed? Like,
Probably would have been.
you know, it was just things like that. Anyways, the story, there was more to the story I was saying before. This kid just kept egging and constantly saying that I can get you banned, I can get you banned. And he wasn't believing him, and you can tell in the strain of his voice, like, he's losing, but he you know, no, I don't want to lose to this adult type of attitude.
Yeah.
This capsule will now harvest Koopa.
Then he basically makes a threat, basically saying, you know, like, "Don't talk to me like that because this clan member would kill me." He goes, "So you're actively making a threat of getting killed?" And he goes, yes. Like, you can tell he's hesitating,
Oh boy.
but he's trying to act like he's still cool.
Yep.
And Craig brings up his YouTube, and he's like, "Oh yeah,
Try and
YouTube."
get damaged. Yeah, removed
he's
for
like,
a good reason.
He's like, "Oh yeah, a YouTube account that has no one watching you, huh?" And by the time, I believe he had, like over 100,000 subscribers.
Fantastic flight. Yeah, that's.
I think.
Again, real one. Oh, come on.
I hate it when I discover multiple bombards.
Yep.
Good news is this pistol is so cool, despite the fact that I'm
Prepare
leveling
for
it.
life support.
Yeah,
The
I
hell?
actually felt that as well.
The bleed from those turrets is no joke.
Yeah. Also, my elemental ward went down for the first time. There we go. Get over to the
Everyone is just dying.
Everyone's falling over.
And so, and then basically,
Additional
Craig
life
says this
support
line to
has
him.
arrived.
He goes, "I want you to do something. Go to YouTube, type in pistol space hacking space brony."
Yep.
And then you hear the guy
Commencing
playing the
Koopa
video
harvest.
through his microphone. He goes, oh dude, his name is Craig, AA 1028, no, this guy's joking.
Yep.
And then a few seconds later, you hear him go, "Oh crap!" Quit. and you can see it says his gamer tag quit, and everyone's like, he left, and he goes, "He left? Oh my god!" And he starts laughing. And someone said, "Oh, he rage quit." He goes, "No, that wasn't rage. That was fear."
Yeah.
You know, that makes me think of the one time where we had someone on here with the "you don't have the right to ban me."
Oh my god, that story never gets old.
I'm curious to hear this.
Oh Jesus, that is going to be a bit of a long one. Okay, we got time.
Get ready
So,
for a capsule.
picture it. It's been a long time since a Mech Warrior game came out. Because at the time, it was a case where it was Harmony Gold was like just sitting on the rights and not doing anything with it. So we have an admin in here, Dolomite, who is an absolute Mech Warrior fanatic. The man loves Mech Warrior. He has played it like, you know, for as long as he could play games.
I love MechWarrior myself, but I'm not a fanatic as much as him. I can tell that much.
Oh yeah, no, he's played BattleTech. He's done like Mech Warrior. Like, you know, he played it like ridiculously like a long amount of time. And this guy, we met some other guy on there who, like, you know, we were mostly cool with at the time, and it was one of those things of, he never really had any serious like personality defects, so whatever, he never stayed around. This was when the infamous Infantry Warrior comment was made. Because the thing is, at the time, there has been no Mech Warrior game, and then Mech Warrior Online was just announced, so everyone was like, holy crap, it's happening. Including Dolo. He was really excited and really in a good mood, like, man, Mech Warrior's actually happening, da-da-da, you know, that thing. And then the one guy had to go and make a comment. Oh, will there be infantry in the Mech Warrior game? You know, we kind of had a laugh about it. We were like, you know, we were ribbing him a little bit about the whole deal. Because, you know, we're like, oh, it's a Mech Warrior game. Who gives a shit about playing infantry, right? That was when he got really serious for a few seconds. He was like, that's not funny. Stop laughing at it. It ain't funny at all. And we're like, dude, calm down. It was just a joke, you know. It's like we're just having fun here, whatever, big deal. So then he starts getting really just mouthy for like no reason whatsoever. Like, fuck you think it's funny? I don't think it's fucking funny at all. Like, you know, all that shit.
Lovely.
Now, you know, Dolo, he doesn't have the... He's pretty tempered. He has patience for things, but this is one of those days where he was like, you know, having a good day, and all of a sudden he has someone come along and try to shit on him. So he moves him out of the channel. The guy comes back on. Where the hell did you move me? You can't move me. And said, dude, I don't want to deal with you right now. Get out of the channel. Moves him again. He comes back and says, that's not... No, you have to listen to me. You have to listen to what I say. And then he's like, dude, don't keep pushing it. And he says, what? What are you gonna do? Ban me? You don't have the right to ban me. Go ahead, ban me. Go ahead, ban me. All I hear next is, user has been banned from the server. It's like, well, you asked for it.
As an item of note, that was my longest running head admin.
Oh.
He did this.
Yeah, it was the longest running head admin, and like me is like sort of like right hand to him pretty much for admin. It was just like, yeah. The other fun bit was the 2 to 3 hour messaging back and forth conversation we had where I was trying to explain why he got banned, and then he decided to go down and insult me, and I was like, you know what, go fuck yourself, you can fend for yourself.
Yeah. Like, I had this one horror story with a forum where we had to ban this person because he wasn't following the rules.
Yep.
And he had his friend trying to almost, I don't know how to describe it, guilt trip us into unbanning him?
Oh god, I've heard of something like that. It's awful.
Like, he was trying to act as if I must unban him, or else there's going to be consequences to the website.
Oh, I thought it was going to be the other way, like, he must unban him and also going to kill himself, which honestly, yeah, I've heard that one before as well.
No. Like, they were saying things in a way that made it sound like we had no right to.
Oh, yeah, that kind of thing.
And we explained, you know, this is, like, we showed him all the forum posts and the evidence, basically saying, how about you tell your friend that this is the reason he got banned? And they respond with, I don't see those as bannable offenses. It's him just talking to people. I'm like,
oh boy.
He's being rude to someone. He got condescending to another person who is slightly disabled.
Additional life support.
He attacked an admin as if he's like that is okay to do.
Yeah, pretty much. It's one of those things that sounded like it got a lot like really out of hand really fast.
And it just, I just was like, look, dude, like this is the evidence we gave. You know, maybe in about a week or two we'll let you back and give you back a warning, but for right now we don't want you here because of this stuff. 2 days later, I find out that my old nickname and the owner's nickname were starting to get dragged into the mud and trying to link us to something illegal to try and get us in trouble. Thankfully, that didn't go anywhere, and none of us really got in trouble, and people were actually smart.
Yeah.
But that controversy did go by for a while. There were people who were joining the sites trying to act as if we were wrong and stuff like that. And when I asked them, what makes you think we're wrong? And they post us this website article thing that like is like, this person's name and Jackal, that was his other name.
Yeah.
Jackal, you know, are terrible site admins, and they are linked to these sort of things, and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. And I looked at the website, and it's obviously missing the entire reason why the person we banned was banned. It's trying to act as if they're innocent and we're evil. And so I went to that website and posted them all the screenshot, including a PM that was not supposed to go public, and I did it anyways. And everyone shut up.
Yeah, it's one of those things when people do that, I really just lack respect for people like that who just can't realize that, yeah, they've done something wrong.
How about our One Big EVE Online one?
Oh my god, that was fantastic. That's my favorite EVE Online story. Holy shit. I'm gonna go through all the great stories. So yeah, at the time we're playing EVE Online, and we're pretty much, you know, we're down in like nullsec, we're doing mining, we're doing a bit of this and that. And we have one guy, who I don't think is playing anymore, he was named Outcast. I don't feel bad about saying his name, because fuck him. But, you know, he was sort of someone who we kind of knew through someone else, is the best way to put it. Like, he was a guy who knew a guy. And, you know, we kind of tolerated him. Like, you know, we let him be, kind of thing. But he seriously pushed both the boundaries of good taste and patience, like, a lot. Because what he'd do is he would go and scan these sites that you had to, you know, scan to get into. He would go and give people the sites, you know, like, sell them to them. Get them to get, you know, do all the salvage after they've done them. And then sell the salvage back to the corp, and then also take a cut on whatever was gotten out of the sites. Now, on top of selling this back to the corp and, like, selling the salvage to people, he was also getting free stuff that people were making from the salvage. So, you know, it was one of those things where he was pretty much, like, you know, getting his cake and eating it too multiple times. Now, the big blow-up is one day where he tried to basically go to the corp members and go, hey, you owe me money. And they calmly explained to him, well, we can't give you money. We haven't been back up to, you know, we haven't been back up to actually sell the stuff yet, because we gotta go somewhere, offload all the stuff and sell it, then you'll get your cut. Well, he kept pushing, I want my money, I want my money, I want my money, and then people confronted on him. So really, that was strike one right away. It was a case of he kept, like, badgering people for money while getting free stuff from the Corp and stuff like that. Strike 2 was around when he was trying to convince me to take up ice mining, which is something that's kind of like a chore in EVE that no one really wants to do, but you kind of have to do it to keep things going. So he was like, yeah, I'll sell you this book that's like worth like 2 million ISK, and the reality is, it's worth 300,000 ISK, it's that big of a book. But the entire reason he was doing it was to get out of duties that he agreed to. So that was basically strike 2. Strike 3 was when he spent a lot of money on something that he really could not afford. Which was a tier 3 ship that is super... Actually, was it a T2 or a T3? Because I can't remember what the Tengu was.
T3 was Tengu.
Yeah. A T3 Tengu that was worth like a couple billion ISK. Which he borrowed money to get. And then he also sold off everything that was in someone else's hangar in order to get his hands on it, which we found out later. But he basically spent all this money for something he A, didn't need, and B, doesn't help down where we were sitting. So it happens one day where he brings it out and he's like, oh, I'm running top cover, lol, so I don't have to actually mine. He goes, BRB, I'm gonna grab a sandwich. This is when the great betrayal comes down. We all jump in combat ships, we all come screaming back to the site where he is, you know, just sitting. We lock him down and destroy his several billion ISK ship. Just to teach him a lesson on that one. This is when he, of course, comes back midway through it going, oh my god, what are you guys doing? Please stop. And we pretty much finish kicking the shit out of him. He then gets kicked from the Corp, locked out, and he is stuck in a nullsec station of a hostile Corp that doesn't like him. This is when one of the Corp leaders comes on and tries, and, you know, plays dumb. It's like, oh, what's going on? Like, you know, I missed what was going on. Like, hey, can you tell me, like, you know, what happened? And, well, kind of, you know, after some talking, he undocks with all of his other stuff. Another really expensive mining ship and all of his things in it. Needless to say, that didn't last very long. The final nail was when he tries to go and post a pity thread on Reddit, which was like, oh, I got kicked from this corp for no reason. Oh, this is awful. Oh, these people killed me for no good reason. Please, help me do something against them. Which I went, hi there, I'm from the corp that kicked him and got rid of him. Here's the audio recording of one of the reasons why we got rid of him. Because,
I love when that happens.
Yep.
It kind of reminds me of what happened, I forget which game it was, but I remember when someone posted on a forum and basically tried to act for sympathy. And saying, like, you know, I was kicked for, you know, I was banned for no reason, blah, blah, all this other stuff. And the actual head developer went, no, and posted every single chat log from every single game of him being a complete homophobic, racist dick.
Yep. I'm just gonna quickly ask someone that we know if they want to do the sortie really quick. They're not on... God damn it, they're never on Steam. Let me just private message them.
It is fun to go through all my mods and start getting rid of all my duplicates.
Yep. I just did that and got a lot of endo out of it since I'm leveling things.
Yeah. I tend to keep things collecting for a couple of months and then I trash them all.
Yep.
So, some people I talk to, they always trash every 2 seconds that they earn doubles. I'm just like, that sounds tedious. I'd rather wait until I have a mass amount. I also like to keep a few doubles of certain common cards just in case if I run into new friends that are like, oh, I don't have these elemental mods. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's what I usually do as well. Also, Rinzark is jumping down, so I'll probably run the sortie.
Cool.
So let me actually just get that. Okay, back to Warframe screen. Let's see if anyone's still watching. My phone dies, son of a bitch. No,
Let me
no,
go
it's still
check.
going.
Let me check to see what the sortie is.
It's really simple. It's sabotage, energy reduction, defense X in a stronghold, and rescue secondary only.
Okay.
This is gonna be really fast and really simple. Ugh.
Yeah, I'll just... I think Rhino should be good for the job.
Yeah, I'll probably bring my Inaros for the energy reduction, then just roll with Chroma for everything else. Better maybe bring some other frame. Let me actually just switch to my support setup. Oh, I'm gonna need to format this one more time. Oh.
Hey.
Hey, Rinzark.
Yeah, let me.
Oh.
Say hello to the stream.
Hi.
It's like the 3 people watching right now. Yeah. It's been a bit of a slower night. Although at 1.6 people were watching, so that was the thing.
Alright, invite me.
Okay. Yeah, the sortie's really simple tonight. It's
Sabotage, defense, rescue.
yeah. So at sabotage, I'll probably just bring the Inaros and just stomp through it.
I'll take. Literally, I can take anybody.
Yep.
For some reason, I feel bad that I'm higher rank.
Oh yeah, it's one of those funny things where all of us are well, some of us were there for longer and stuff. It's just the case of up until like a bit more recently, ranked kind of. Oh yeah, that too.
I have the prime version of a bunch of weapons. I don't want to build the non-prime version of level. Like,
Yeah.
I did it anyways because I'm a completionist type of person. I like stuff like that.
True, and also this was back when like rank didn't really mean anything apart from you leveled things up.
Yeah, and it's like, and then it's also like, if the weapon's like not fun, do I want to go through it again? But it's worse. Not really.
See, the reason why rank to me got important was the Syndicate standing and standing with Samaris. And that was the reason I put so much work into trying to get myself up.
The reactor will have tight security. Watch out for enemy patrols. Your target is the system
Playing this
mainframe.
completely different Warframe now. There we go. Scarabomb. Oh wait a second, it's already locked down.
Yeah, like I was saying, I just also some of these weapons you need like a lot of. You need a lot of shit.
Open this door here because apparently you guys ran off and the alarm left it.
I thought someone was taking care of it.
Yeah, I guess I ran it. Getting shot at.
The alarms have triggered a Bursa.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah, now it's dead.
I remember when those were first introduced and they were a pain to deal with. Now they're just...
We have an Aros with us.
Yeah.
That too.
Also, I'm carrying the Estella, which makes them pretty much non-entities.
Yep.
Yeah. Just shoot behind them. Who cares?
No corpus in your horrible business.
the reactor. Expose
Oh,
its
there you,
core
that's the
and
old
destroy it.
sabotage mission. Huh. Forgot about that.
Target destroyed. Proceed
Yeah,
to the
simple.
extraction point.
1,000 meters. Fun.
I'll use my speed button.
God damn it.
Friendship dart.
Oh, I changed her. Just cayenne though. Just cayenne.
Cyan.
Yeah.
Cayenne's a pepper.
Yeah, they're peppers you put into sculptures and then get like endo for. Running to the exit. Actually, I'd probably be playing the initial D soundtrack with this, but unfortunately it'd probably get stream banned. Or at least like have a bunch of it just like muted. Yeah, copyrighted.
Yeah, it's kind of why I don't do streams with sounds.
I was looking into that, but like honestly, there's no like clear answer. I know with YouTube, it's basically the clear answer of don't do it unless you just delete the stream after.
Mission complete.
Yeah.
Excellent work,
Oh, yeah.
Tenno.
The problem is I like to archive most of my streams depending on what they are. Like if it's just like when I did Siege last night, like that's not gonna get archived. I got deleted, but like specific ones will get archived because memories. I like it.
Yeah.
What's the next one? Defense?
Oh yeah, defense.
Defense.
All right. Who's gonna be Frost?
I will be Limbo.
Limbo?
That works.
Okay.
Yeah, you Limbo the guy. No. My Loki's level 29. This is annoying.
Oh.
If you're good with Limbo, that's a good thing to go for because I can't do Limbo.
I will just Limbo.
I am,
and
but
then
unfortunately,
press
I'm in the process of
one.
rebuilding it.
Okay, Limbo. What weapon should I bring?
Let's see.
part.
Yeah, I have a lot of weapons that I have to think about bringing.
I heard of a build that sounded fun. A electric bolt Bratton Prime. So Bratton Prime, you just hit things and then like everyone's electrocuted. I'm gonna try
I'm
that.
gonna be a bastard.
Operator, you have remembered well
awful.
how the Tenno arm themselves.
Let's try that.
I'm sorry, a friend of mine just sent me a gif of this dog pushing a turtle, and so the turtle goes right to the dog's nuts and bites
Oh
him.
god, that one.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've seen that one floating around.
Oh,
Where's the
God.
stream been going?
disgusting.
about 3
I'm
minutes.
looking at my Bratton Prime build. I've had this thing built since like for years. I'm looking at it, I'm like, what was I thinking?
Oh god, one of those
What
builds.
does it have? Does it have like fast hands or something?
Yes, actually, yes.
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's like Rinzark, you're out of the clan. Just get the fuck out.
No, trust me.
Guilty part.
One of my old friends that I used to, well, not used to. I still
There's
play
a
with him.
time-limited mission
When I
opening
played
available.
Warframe with him,
Check navigation.
used to laugh at me all the time because I told him that like, he remembers this, and I let him laugh at me for this because I don't care. But he told me that one time I used to go full blown tantrum mode about the fact that I must have fast hands on this weapon.
Like fast hands is okay. Just this weapon doesn't need it. I guess I'll throw on magazine war because I had a few points left out.
Mhm.
Hang on.
Oh wait,
Why
we
does
have two
Bratton Prime
trinities.
have no
Oh, crap.
polarities?
Huh.
What the fuck?
Do you want to change or should I?
I'm trying to think who would good.
Okay, I won't accept.
You know what? Screw it.
I have a whole list of really overbuilt frames. It's pretty much, do you want to switch or should I?
I can switch. I main Trin all the time, and I don't want to take that slot if someone else wants it. So
Stand by while
I'll be
I analyze
Banshee.
the intelligence profiles of the Grineer.
That works.
Error.
Okay, tell me
And
you're
I'll-
ready, so I'll accept and we'll go.
Did
and
the
I'm
operator
gonna be
enjoy
a
this
good
witticism?
Banshee, not a stupid one.
Oh, you'd probably be the first one in our group besides maybe Tallest. Actually, wait,
Changed how
Rinzark,
my
do you
limbo
play
stress, I don't like it.
Trinity? Or... No, wait, who plays Banshee for a lot? I forget.
Only Tem.
Oh, yeah,
And,
Tem.
Yeah, he had a one for the cheese leveling, but that was it.
Yeah.
Like after I leveled Banshee Prime, I was like, I'll come back to this and that.
The enemy is at our doorstep.
Alright, Grandpa,
You
where
must
you at?
defend our equipment until reinforcements
Okay.
arrive.
Yep, there we go. I got my scoring up.
Literally only gonna press.
Okay, we're good.
My god, our percentage.
Yep. It's not done
What's
yet.
the damage one?
700.
Alright, I just need to make sure my button is... Alright.
Where's he at?
Oh, he's above us.
So it starts before we can get there properly.
This is Grandpa. He walks around.
Alright, you guys roll out.
Yep.
Oh my god. Did they change the graphics for Limbo? Because now everything looks like Borderlands.
Yeah.
Anyways. Alright.
Hey, it works! Wow, Electric Bratton works.
Sonar. And... silence. Alright.
Yep. I'm using the Obrus because I can.
Freeze time, and then we'll have that. Oh my god.
Crap! I'm gonna die!
Oh, coming. Coming over there.
Yeah, sorry, you were far enough away that I couldn't get you.
No, you're fine. I was being an idiot. Because I'm so used to playing Trinity, I forgot Banshee's defenses are not good, and I don't have much to help myself.
Oh, I gotta be careful with that.
Take your weapon back from the operative?
Wait, what the hell?
Oh,
I'm stuck in the void, apparently.
It's not like it matters.
True.
Alright, that's one.
Also, whenever you shove something into the void, unless you've stopped time, he can then shoot it.
True.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop.
Actually, are you in the void right now? If so, just use your one power on me again. Because it does the opposite.
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
Actually, if I'm in the void, then invincible. Oh, that drains fast. Yeah, okay, can't do that really.
I still have to be careful because even with your armor buff, we're supposed to be tissue paper. Like sneeze tissue paper. Most of the enemies aren't going to be moving because I have electric. I'm just going pure electric.
Yeah, this is the build I plan on taking Eidolon killing.
I mean, it's
Ooh.
Yeah.
If you want some understanding about idle and killing, I got some groups. We once were able to take down, I think we did 5 Eidolons in a single night.
Wow.
My only problem with getting that many is getting all the damn lures.
You only need 2.
Yes, but to get it every time you kill an Eidolon, the lures pop, and getting them all filled up and everything sometimes doesn't work.
Yeah, that's true.
At least in my experience,
Yeah,
they
Trin-
oftentimes
Trin-
have issues.
Trin and Haro will make your life easy.
You're acting like mine are dying.
True.
I didn't know you had a Haro with you. I don't know who you have with you
Oh,
because
Jesus.
my clan didn't bring a Haro and they kept struggling. And I said, why don't you guys bring a Haro? They're like, Haro's not going to work. I'm like,
Okay, I'm gonna roll through that because I think my game was glitched and things.
so I didn't know you actually had a Haro on your team, so.
You generally don't need him. Trinity works just fine for him as well.
Yeah, but the soak up damage and then the soak up damage, which then in turn gives you more headshot and critical chance, really works well with the sniper rifle that my friend has. He can knock down a limb in 1 shot with that, with
I
Haros.
can get one in 4 with Chroma.
Yeah,
It's not 1 shot, but it's definitely quick.
I need to work on that one Vectus Prime I have though.
Yeah. I mean, granted, there obviously, I'm not saying that the Haro is the only one to go with for Battle on Hunting, but it is one that is very effective in terms of things.
Okay, that can actually
something
glitch.
you might not be aware of, because I've encountered a lot of people that, I see them
I'm
idle
still
on
in the
hunting a
void.
lot,
Throw me
they
on the
still
void.
don't understand. So, one really cool trick for building up sniper damage on him is to use a particularly rapid fire build and make a point of just shooting the Eidolon while its shields are up until you get your multiplier up.
Yep.
And then practically any Warframe becomes an Eidolon Slayer.
I have super high range on Limbos after because I aimed at the operative and got a guy who was down that base right there. So I had to go to the void.
Yeah, I'm using a rocket launcher with Night Watch and Palm, which just lights everything up.
You get that mod, but I just...
Yeah, you need to get around to it, dude. It's like needed.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I've run it
Night
as
Watch
much
and
as you
Palm.
have, and it just doesn't work. It's because I was fucking two-shot and killing with them.
Yeah, probably. It's racist against people who two-shot kill with them.
Uh-oh!
Are you getting invaded?
Ooh! Stop stun locking me!
I can do something.
Okay, this is bad. I threw him in the void bad.
Don't do.
Take half the box. Right. Gun. Wait, why don't I just send them out?
That works. Oh, don't want to stand
Okay.
fire. Oh, I fell.
The moment I saw them take shield damage, like, oh fuck, I gotta clean up.
Mistakes have been made.
Oh god.
Actually, what weapons are you using?
Really just using the rat. Because I was like, hey, let's try a pure electric rat and see what happens. It works as advertised, and
Yeah.
nobody gets hurt. I mean, everybody gets hurt.
Everybody does. Yeah, that's big damage, Ember.
Fuck, my range, Jesus Christ. Got a Moe on the other side of the map, and I can kill it. Oh, it's retarded. You gotta kill it now.
Dude, why do you have an upranged? What?
I have 200 and like, I don't even know how much range. I have to take
Why?
Why?
It's for mobile defense and regular defense.
You don't even need range on that.
I like that.
Oh my god.
It's nice to have.
Can you get some energy for us?
I don't want to actually get close
Sorry,
to
it's when anything gets close enough, it's in the void.
Yeah. Also, let me just... There we go.
There we go, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, just most things that got close enough were in the void, and I can't use that on them.
And
Yeah, that's
well,
why I'm
also, most
really,
things
I
didn't
gotta
get
like
close
do
enough.
this. I gotta throw him in the void between. You gotta aim up. There we go. Okay, got it.
Okay, I can
He's
roll
good.
on
He's
that
good
one.
for a minute. I have super high duration.
Oh, I gotta not shoot myself with this.
Their option was taking Asia and just throwing a shield on him, but
That kind of works.
ooh, that's too easy.
Oh look, he's on the other side of the map.
Let's try and snipe it.
Can I hit it?
Sniper weapons.
Yeah, it's snipe it with our non-accurate weapons.
I'm trying to kill it with a shotgun.
I'm trying to kill it with a rocket launcher.
I think you have a better chance with the rocket launcher.
Not with, like, the amount of accuracy debuff I have on this.
I can't wait for Limbo Prime. I hope you get a gold.
Yep.
Yep. Chroma and Limbo are gonna have to be the next two.
Yeah. Probably Chroma first.
Yep.
Oh god, a viral ogre
I
is just not happy.
No, actually I think it would be Limbo first. Because Limbo was out before Chroma.
Yeah.
Unless they break order, which they haven't done. The only time they broke order was with Nova.
Yep.
Yeah, because everybody loves it. It's the butt. Find me someone who doesn't like Nova.
Butt prime. Oh yeah, also I forgot on my other stream I had been a bit choppy at times because I was doing the rescaling wrong.
Oh, you saved me, Spider-Man. Time for upside down.
Oh. Jesus, that's a lot of damage. Okay. Yep. There.
Yes, give me that amazing damage shot.
Yeah, just make sure to stand near me because I have reduced range.
That's how do you see it up?
Yep. So yeah, because it's like 15 maybe? No, let me just... No, it's not that bad. I thought it was a lot worse. Fire rocket launcher is the best thing.
Something neat. Maybe mods that are like damage mods. Like all physical.
I have those for PvP.
Yeah.
Put those in
That'd be kind of a neat thing to have eventually. That or vice versa.
It's actually starting to grow. Just because there's new people.
Conclave today is a much more robust PvP mode than Destiny ever was in the past couple of years it's been out.
That's actually kind of sad when you think about it.
I remember like 4 months ago, me and Dolo went on Conclave and it was just
Yep.
Yeah, because most people don't really come to play this game for that feature, and they don't make it a wholehearted event to make you play it.
Yeah. Although I kind of like it because it's like it's a case where not every game needs to really be PvP.
I just like the fact that they do things that a lot of people tend to do. Like even though I know for a fact that Destiny is not amazing and it has its problems and controversy, especially in the second one, but I love playing Destiny first. And the one thing I don't like that they did was anytime there's a problem with a weapon in Conclave, instead of making it to where, okay, this weapon has been edited, not for the PvP, the Crucible, it's all round. So if they nerfed the damage for Crucible, they also nerfed it for PvP, which means now the weapon's just useless overall.
do that thing. It's not bad when we did that sporting that one time.
Oh god.
That was more. Luckily the corpus are less good at fighting.
Actually, the one I really hated was when there was a radiation only, when there was a radiation hazard sortie and another person we knew took a hash with them. And this was the pre-nerf.
Was the only way to do a top level.
This was the pre-nerf Ash, the one that hit the entire room and killed everyone in it. Literally everyone.
Wow.
Yeah. It was, oh, he got irradiated and all of us died.
Oh, I got 100 there.
Yep.
I tried it once running around as Baban, and the Tesla grenades were surprisingly effective because people would panic and turn around to shoot them. Not thinking, oh, it's a Tesla grenade, I just need to move out of its range.
Yep. Yep.
I think the most interesting moment for me when I play Conclave, even though I rarely do it, is when I damage someone subtly, then they try to finish me off. I activate Link right when they shoot me, and they just die.
That's hilarious.
That is a correct dick move in this case.
Oh,
Yeah, it is the best
Ooh,
move to
that's
ever
right,
do as a
we have
trend
to win
is
this.
to use Link.
Can you build the operator in Conclave?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that baby fight.
I mean, you could ask DE for such a thing.
What's the melee attacks for the operator?
Wow, I
Well, technically
almost
there is a
repriced
melee
myself.
attack.
The little I don't count that.
Yeah, I guess technically, but yeah.
Okay, enough of those shenanigans. I should stop trying to be melee trained without bothering to hit my powers.
Hang on, I fell off the world. I gotta go back. Oh, he's being hurt. Grandpa, no.
Oh no.
You stay away from him, you bastard! You
I mean,
fought
this is-
World War IV.
World War like
He's a
24,
hero.
actually.
Harry, you're safe. The rest of you aren't.
Yep.
There are a bunch of verses down here.
Oh, over there? Or...
Nah, they're dead.
Okay. Sure.
And we're done.
That's
Problem
the last
solved.
of them.
Yeah.
Objective is secure.
Wow,
I
Let's
haven't
go.
played Trinity in ages.
Okay, I gotta take my robe off. It's fucking hot. We're back.
Okay. Yep.
Alright, time for secondaries only.
Yep.
Oh cool, my Act Madness finishly leveled up.
Tenno, there's a time-limited mission alert available. Check navigation.
Alright, what's the next one?
Secondary only.
Rescue secondary only. I guess it's time for limbology.
Oh boy.
The study of limbo.
Yeah, I'm going back to playing Wukong because I know what happens.
Yep.
Gas?
I've not seen a Wukong in a very long time. This will be interesting.
Yep.
I've got the immortal bullshit build going, so yeah.
Fucking stick with the animals. It's not like I shoot anything during these.
Just gotta throw on something small to fill the last slot here.
Something a little sluttier, you said?
No,
Operator,
fill
the
the
system
last
needs
slot.
you.
Not fill the
Will you
last
begin
slot.
another mission?
I swear you said the same thing twice.
Quite possibly. I'm just gonna take Chroma, because Chroma makes any weapon ridiculous, so Haiku Prime it is. Ooh.
Alright.
Our intel suggests that a person of interest is in the
5
vicinity.
kills while
Search
sliding.
for the hostage
Haha.
and bring him
I'll get
home.
0.
Okay, ready to blast these machines into spare
They
parts?
always give me. They always hit me with a double one though. They always trick me. Like, hey, it's gonna be the. I always think it's gonna be the one.
Oh god, the snow is so bright. Oh Jesus. I gotta change some things.
Oh god, I fell off the world.
You're still in the clear.
Apparently, one of the settings I changed was apparently bloom or something. 'Cause holy crap, that was bright.
The enemy is on high alert. The moment you enter the holding area, they'll trigger the execution sequence. Rescue the hostage before it finishes.
What was that?
It's a tough one for least favorite. I don't really like Gar too much, honestly. Like, Gar is an interesting concept frame, but I feel like it just doesn't really work all that well.
How do you think the Eve is? Who's their least favorite child? We know Big Bro Excalibur is their favorite.
Yeah, probably.
I know some of my friends hate when I say this, but for me, it would be Ash.
Yeah.
Why,
and that was
against Naruto cosplayers.
Yeah, just about.
They're people too.
No, they're not.
And
well, they're not.
And it is before and after his rework. Because one of my friends assumed it was because after his rework I don't like him. I'm like, no, I've never liked him even before his rework.
Is complete. You may proceed.
I don't blame you. I don't like his visuals. I don't like his kit, and there's nothing about him that stands out as being really nice. He was a really nice all-purpose killamajig, but that's all the more he did.
I saw him more as an assaulting Loki, and I didn't like that.
Prisoner in one of these cells.
Because I like Loki a lot.
Prisoner located.
And I found this kit to be much more manageable than a pseudo Loki.
Yeah.
Oh crap, I forgot.
I gave him my pistol, which will one-shot anything he can encounter.
Yep. Just gonna keep running, honestly.
I find it hilarious that being in limbo literally makes everything look like Borderlands.
Yep. Just a bit.
That little commentary on how Borderlands is?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, Borderlands is cell-shaded.
Watch yourself. The alarms have attracted a Bursa.
Oh no, a Bursa!
Oh no.
Oh god. Oh,
just walk past. No, wait, come back here. Oh god, this is so bright. Oh, Jesus. I fucked up a setting or something when I was changing things.
What's the score?
Hey, I didn't have guns the entire second half.
I was expecting another
melee.
Like another fifth one.
Oh.
Oh, it took 3 minutes? Fuck, it's 3 minutes too fast.
Okay, we just finished the sortie at level over 3 hours, so I think I'm gonna actually call the stream here. Thanks to anyone who came out to watch and stuff, and this was a lot of fun. Sorry for the tech issues at the very beginning, but probably that means next time we do a different game it's gonna be worked out, so... I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks to everyone who came out and also to play, and I will see you guys next time.